Brown. Today I'll be reviewing this brand new movie just dropped on Netflix called It Takes a Village. And this movie, it is from Poland, and it is kind of like a comedy slash drama. And this movie centers around this couple, Helena and Julian. And we see this movie starts with, they're supposed to be getting married, and the whole village has gathered to witness their marriage, and everyone is really excited and everything. And then suddenly we see that Helena, who is this like cheese maker in this small village, but she is very liked by everyone. She has kids, and finally she's getting married to Julian. But unfortunately, when suddenly Helena, she calls off the wedding, and we see basically she walks away from this. And later on we find out in this movie, Helena, she has a lot of debt, and like her mortgage interest payment is really due, if she doesn't pay that, and she will lose her house in this movie. So basically, without telling Julian, she calls this wedding off. And later on, the village people, they were all really excited that they are getting married. And of course, when they calls off this wedding, we see these village people who were really sad about this. They do this thing for them. They basically stage this alien sign in their village, and they hope that this alien staging sign will bring a lot of tourists to their village, and this tourist money they're raising from it, it will help Helena and Julian get married. That is this movie's plot is about. And it's actually quite funny, this movie, at the time when I was watching it. And this movie takes place in this village. Location for this movie actually looks really good. More than anything about this movie is actually all the character. They're all very likable, especially Helena. When you see her backstory, her struggle, and she has this small goat farm, and she's trying to do everything to keep her farm running. I really liked her character, Helena. And also I like Julian. He's really confused, like what is going on. Both of these characters are very, very likable. Although these are two old people, they've been trying to get married. Finally, they will get married. Then they don't. Very likable story, honestly. And this movie, it is very heartwarming when you watch it. You are like, oh, especially village people, everyone is actually pretty funny here. Like most of the character you meet here, this is very light-hearted, funny movie. Like, although it is like they have staged this alien sign or whatever, it isn't about that alien invasion. Although at first I was thinking it will be about that, but it's not. As the movie goes on, it is still about this couple, they're getting married, like not getting married, I suppose. Still is about that, Helena, her struggle to get enough money to save her farm. So it isn't about alien, I guess, end of the day, this movie. Although it is the way all the tourists come here to see. I was like, oh, this is really, really very funny. Some of the dialogue in this movie is actually really funny. So I have seen other Polish small town drama. Most of them are really good. This isn't very different from other ones. This is also really very well made comedy slash drama that really it really touches your heart here. I like that, the way it was done, And in this movie, you really feel genuine love for each other. These people, they're trying to help Helena, and the way they're going out of their way to help her, it was quite like good, honestly. It was done very good. And this movie, all the acting is really good. And as I said, it is quite funny at the time. Like the characters are really, man, the way they talk to each other, they're really funny. I was just laughing at it. I was like, whoa, this is really funny. And the central story is really sweet. Of course, that being said, yeah, there is some like slow, dragged out scene here and there that, like, you can ignore it, I guess, as the audience. Like, not that big deal. Overall, it is very, very still good edited movie that I personally liked. I was like, well, this is really funny. Especially it's very lighthearted, same time a very heartwarming story, especially you really like Helena, her story. She really capture audience attention, the way her character was written here. That I overall I really liked all the character in this movie, and I did like this movie, and that was my thought on this. Let me in the comment, did you like this movie? If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to check out my other reviews on other Polish movie and drama. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take